All right, everybody. We're back with another episode of Trash on the Streets. We are at Kaffeeklatsch tonight. We got a banger, Exterminatus, Death Machine, Blackwater Burial from fucking BC, all of them from BC. It's going to be a banger show. We're joined by Exterminatus. Introduce yourselves, fellas.
I'm Luca, vocals.
I'm Ilya, I play the stringy thingy.
I'm Tabriz, I also play the stringy thingy and I sometimes do vocals.
What's going on?
So you guys are a drum machine band?
No,
Our drum machine's actually in the band.
The drum machine's taking a nap
So Starbucks purposefully poisoned their drummer,
Yeah.
and now he's recovering from it.
Hopefully you can get a purchase.
Yeah, curdled energy drinks. Don't get the ones that have milk in them. Bad.
Don't have
bad
a Starbucks coffee energy drink and a fucking Red Bull. That shit will like coagulate like a fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, don't. That's the thing. Don't mix your poisons. You got to take your poison in one at a time. All right.
Yeah,
This is a public service announcement, don't do that.
At this point, he could have just done a little bump of meth and probably gotten all the same chemicals in him that you get from one of those Starbucks.
The problem is trying to do bad things in like a somewhat healthy manner. If you're gonna be bad, just be bad. You gotta go all the way.
You got to go all out.
You can't. There's no middle ground.
No, there's no middle ground.
Flip the switch.
100%. My three teeth that are not with me anymore.
I'm missing a tooth too. This one's fucking.
Hey-o! Hell yeah. So let's hear a little bit about Exterminatus. Luca, how long have you been involved with Exterminatus?
I joined Exterminatus in 2015. The drummer Max, he was in my old band Baryon, and I messaged him one day and I was like, yo, don't tell anyone, but it'd be kind of cool to join Exterminatus. And so what does he do? Of course, next day he fucking messages to Breeze. I get a random message in my inbox and it's like, hey, we kicked out the other vocalist, you're in now. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't. Okay. and that's it, man. That's been staying around. It's fucking sick. Tabriz writes shit that's like too hard for me to do, and then I figure out how to do it. So it's a good environment. I like it.
That's growth, man. That's growth. The only way to really grow in anything you do is to challenge yourself, and that's why I haven't done any growing for a while, because Horrify is just like. Well, okay, so I actually have to remember all the words for this band. My old band, I didn't have to remember all the words. I just had to like get far enough into the show where I was drunk enough and everybody else was drunk enough. You know the vibe, right?
Notice,
yeah, fuck no. Well, I'm pretty sure they noticed. That's probably why we're not much of a band anymore. So what about you, Eli?
Yeah, I'm fucking. I guess I joined 20.
It was right before Luca, I think.
Yeah, before I joined.
I don't know,
There's a picture of
2015 or some shit, and I just fucking, I had no mustache, no nothing. I was underage, and I played my first show at Funky's, and then that's it, dude. I'm in action now. That's my origin story.
Somebody wants to, oh no, they're backing out. They're backing out.
Disney's gonna pay top dollar for that.
This is for staff only. If the staff comes out and gives us a shit, then we'll move out of the way.
For whoever 10-foot Henry is,
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with
Yeah,
that.
I'm not
that
fucking
guy.
with you.
10-foot Henry? Oh man. Like,
That kind of looks like you.
it's like, that's me. I'm 10-foot Henry.
Shout out to 10-foot Henry.
Sorry to cut you off like that, Eli.
Oh, it's done. That was perfect.
Good stuff.
What's up?
You sweet little devil.
How's it going, homie? So, Exterminatus started off as like a side project for me. I used to play in a local band in Vancouver called Xenocide. The short version of it is I recorded an album and then it caught on, so I had to be like, okay, do I keep playing in Xenocide or do I make my own band and get members and stuff? Which is what I did. Max joined first, and then Ilya right after.
Eli was in the band.
Oh, sorry, I take that back. One of the bands we're playing with tonight, Blackwater, has a guy named Eli in it. He was playing guitar in Exterminatus in 2012. He actually recorded part of the first album with us, and then Ilya here
was the only
replaced
guy
him.
he could find that could play Eli's solos.
Yeah, that's pretty much was like the precursor for it. Was like, can you play this? Okay, you're in. And luckily we get along. We're all on the same wavelength. We're like all homies in the band, which is I think a very important part about being in a band. If you don't get along with the guys outside of the music, it's not gonna.
You either gotta love them 100%, or you gotta hate them 100%, but not hate them enough to like destructively get them out of your life, right?
This is like our first kind of like jaunts on the road, and like
Well, we've done a few
it's like our
mini
first,
jaunts.
like,
this is the proper jaunt.
But like, if I didn't
Yeah.
like these fuckers, like it would be hell. Like,
yeah,
like,
getting stuck in a car with these guys.
That's right. My old band. By the time we first did our first like trip out of province, I was not interested in hanging out with those guys at all, but I was like, well, at least I'm in a band, because we're in a small town, right? So it's like, there's nothing else. At least I'm in a band, and that was terrible. It's like staying together for the fucking kids, but you hate each other. It's just nothing but toxic.
That's kind of how I felt like.
That's
wasted 9 fucking years.
Yeah, for us, it's mainly about the music. I think before shows, before merch, before anything else, we just like to get in a room and like jam together and shred and fucking throw down. Like, that's our main motivation. I think, and then everything else just kind of follows after, like just one step at a time.
Fucking right. So now that we're back full blast on shows and shit, what's the future plans for Exterminatus?
Ooh, some spicy shit.
Yeah, lay him. You're the guy who fucking knows.
So
Luke is just he's the eye candy, so the camera's just trained on him.
He's my son. So we finished recording part 1 of a 2-part album. Hoping to release part 1 in 2023. We're going to be recording part 2 pretty much as soon as we get back from tour. Probably 2023 as well, fingers crossed. But yeah, those are the long-term plans. Is make more merch, make this new album, let the world know we exist, and hopefully do some music videos and stuff, and then hit the road again in 2023.
And fucking get natetrash on guest vocals, man. Fucking what? No, don't do that. Don't do that.
We've also got another member joining the band pretty soon. He had our first,
the secret 5th member.
Yeah, he had his audition with us the week before we kind of hit the road on this.
And that's bassist, right?
Yeah, he's a bassist. He's Brazilian. His name's Lucas.
Luca and Lucas.
Eli used to be in the band. Now we have Elia. Yeah.
No, Eli with an A.
Yeah, Eli
A.
Yeah.
Eli and Eli A.
Yeah.
That's how you get into this. That's how you get into those subsettings, right?
Yeah, it's like alphabetical order.
Eli B hasn't been synthesized yet.
He's on his way.
Once he breaks out of the lab and we go through another quarantine.
We're still in the clinical trials of that one.
We're running him through all the guitar solos right now. See that?
Hell yeah. We're gonna make sure he can do this in a couple different settings.
Yeah.
Lucas like throwing powdered sugar on it. He's like, what if we're playing in a donut shop? What if we're playing in a donut shop?
Does this powder smell funny to you?
What if we're playing in a trap house?
Man, okay, life goal now. Play a death metal show at a trap house.
Actually,
Actually, wait. The very first Exterminatus show was a house party. I'm not gonna say it was a trap house, but it was in Surrey, BC.
Implied.
If you know where that is, it might as well have been a trap house.
It's implied, let's just say there's
the cops shut down our set
all the time.
Yeah. The cops kicked down the door like halfway through the set.
I just remember we were playing and like Max's gravity blasting away, and then all of a sudden the crowd just like stops. And I turn around and there's 2 or 3 cops like, all right guys, shut the fuck up. Like, oh, okay, I see.
Okay, very sweet. We actually, my first band, we played a show outside of Carstairs, and the cops showed up, told us to shut it down. And the sound guy was like, all right, we'll shut it down. And then he slowly walks away from the cops, and he's like, fucking play the rest of your set, I'll pay the fine, woo! So we fucking did.
Dude, that's awesome.
And he paid the fine, and the cops were like, next time, we're not just gonna fine you, we're gonna fine everybody here. I was like, because it's complicit, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, the cops were like, you guys just about all got fined for doing that. At that point in my life, I was like, fuck them. Put that down on the fucking resume, man. Whatever, dude.
Okay, I'll get ready for my mugshot. Let's do this.
That ended up being the last time that party ever happened outside of Carstairs, though. And I guess that was like a yearly thing for the rednecks, you know? I love stealing from the rednecks sometimes. Fuck those guys. All right, so future plan. You got the future plans out. You got shout out time, baby. Let's lay down some shout outs.
Shout out to the boys, the other boys in the other bands.
Yeah,
shout out to the other boys in the other bands, our boyfriends at Meth Machine and Sackwater Butt Burial.
You guys got creative on the road.
Yeah, man.
You guys got creative.
Seriously, like shout out to
the
those
First
guys.
Fragment.
Yeah, holy fuck. If you guys have never seen First Fragment live and they're coming through your city, like, just go.
And
please go.
Throw down those guys.
Don't be shy. Like they're
the nicest people we've ever really
I'm
met
gonna
on
see
the
if
road.
I can reach out to one of them.
I'll give them the Death Machine and
For sure, LeFou.
Yeah?
LeFou, the drummer.
Nick, the drummer.
Fucking right. All right, perfect. I'm gonna reach out.
Ask him why they call him LeFou.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, do that.
Podcast material, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. Those guys are awesome.
Fucking
Yeah,
right. Fucking right.
And also support your local scene. It's very important.
It is very important. So
support this guy.
Yeah, Nate, man, come on, give it up for this guy.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I love you guys too, man. Fucking right. So from Trash on the Streets, another episode of the book. Kaffeeklatsch, Exterminatus. Cheers, guys.
Can I show my nipple?